I'm Theo Dorsey, WALB Sports Director, and you're watching the weird.
Bloopers. Blooper. Go ahead. Real talk.
See, to be honest, when I say it out loud, it's hard. I'm Theo Dorsey, WALB Sports Director, and you're watching The Real Deal with Akil.
Hey, pass me that bottle. I ain't gonna drink nothing though.
You just gonna show him?
I got a shot to man. Hey, shout out to Ciroc boys, French, Diddy, Combs, Mulan, everybody at Ciroc, Bad Boy Entertainment. Had to shout them out real fast. You know, just a free little disclaimer for them, free promotion for them.
That's what's up.
You know, but this gonna be a good episode right here, good talk right here. My boy Theo coming down from Georgia, WALB, sports anchor.
Yeah.
Now you promoted to a sports director now.
Sports
at
director.
the station. Congratulations.
Appreciate you, that.
But you know, I got to spill what happened this past week with fantasy football.
We starting? Is
On
that where we
Yahoo.
gonna start?
I mean, I have to because it just happened. You know, so I didn't have no story to really tell this week.
Okay.
So this is like the first real story I got to tell.
Let's get relevant. Let's get reaching.
about this Yahoo fantasy. I'm sorry about the loss. Congratulations on your sports promotion deal.
Appreciate you.
But I'm sorry for the loss.
This the thing, man. Balance. Life is about balance.
Yeah.
If I was winning at everything, at every juncture, you would get jealous. Justin would have got jealous. Cam would have. I had to let somebody else get in the mix. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say jealous. Me personally, I wouldn't get jealous because you beat me in the first round.
I took you out.
First of all,
And you had a squad.
Did I?
had a
First
squad.
3 weeks,
Yeah.
I had one of the best teams.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers. I had LaShawn McCoy, Travis Kelce, DeAndre Hopkins,
Oh, no.
Travis Kelce,
Yeah.
Severin Jenkins. Like I had
Yeah,
a
you had a
squad,
squad. And it just didn't work out.
People got hurt.
And by the way, while we giving plugs and stuff, you know, I want to give a shout out to Monster.
Oh, that's your
All
sponsor.
the people
yeah.
at Monster.
There you go.
You know,
There you go.
hardcore energy drink you want to get right here. So just in case y'all needed another man, the spokesperson. I do commercials too. You know what I'm saying?
Show them that commercial shoot. Do it right now, baby. What it is.
What you need? 15 spot?
Give me a
30 spot?
15. Give me a 15
All
right
right.
now.
Well, the lovely people at Monster hooked me up with this energy drink, and I want to give a special shout out and thanks to them. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be in the place that I am today, and I wouldn't have got second place in the fantasy league. Appreciate you, Monster. Take a little drink.
Get your head ass on with that last minute. Shit, dog.
I thought we was giving shouts, bro.
We was.
Let's
But
go.
I mean, you know.
We can continue with the interview.
But nah, it's all good, bro. That was part of the interview, dog. So how that station treating you, bro? I know you're the king of Albany, Georgia, right now.
Man, Albany, Georgia treated me well. They, like you said, I got promoted to sports director. And what was that? June 1st, black sports director at WALB. We were
go.
founded
Put us on,
1954.
Put a song.
I'm giving a voice to some of the people that want it out there, and I'm also, you know, just out there trying to, you know, show some of the sports news, spread a little love, just like what you're doing out here, telling stories. So
I see
It
the
was
kids
it
love
was
you
the
out
best.
there, bro. I seen the IG stories, dog. Like
Yeah.
the kids love. They look up to you.
hey,
The young aspiring journalists at age 9 and 10 is looking up to Big Theo. You Big Theo out there in the streets of Albany, the main streets of Albany, Georgia.
It's humbling. It's humbling, man. But it's kind of what you do it for. It's what keep you going.
Yeah.
Just like when somebody lets you know, like, you know, I respect what you're doing, and I'm looking up to you, and it inspires them to do a little something more. Like it's humbling, and it makes you wanna. It makes you not, because you know, it's some days you go to the office, you like, dude, I'm tired. I'm ready to mail it in. You know, I just want to get my paycheck and go. But you think about those kids that might be watching you on TV. Those kids that might be tuning into your YouTube podcast and everything. You're like, man, I gotta show up.
You gotta show up. So how is it when you go out in public? What's the craziest story?
Oh,
You're a celebrity
man.
now, so it's like I know you're giving out autographs. I know you have a story to tell us.
Man, I've had the autograph thing happen. The craziest thing to me that happened was I was at the gym working out, and you know, I'm just working. I think I was doing I was on a machine where I was kind of like I couldn't see because I was laid down.
So
type
you were
deal.
bench pressing?
I wasn't bench pressing. It was like a machine.
Oh, okay.
It was weird. I don't know. I couldn't describe it. But when I got up from it, this dude he literally an older white man walked up to me with a sheet of paper and a pen. And I was like, does he want, I thought he was like doing a survey at the gym. I'm like, I was thinking like, bro,
Your
what
feedback
kind
on the gym we have. How's the feedback?
Bro, I'm thinking like, what do I have to turn down right now? Like, what do I have to act like I don't have time for? But he was like, man, I really love your show. He said, you know, it's like, let's talk sports. Like, that's my thing that I say out there. And it was awesome to me because people think of the Deep South, they think about South Georgia, and you think, you know, a lot of there's racism in this world. A lot of people would consider that part of America to have a little bit of a weird, but people love you, and it shows like you can kind of cross over whatever demographic. You got young black kids like you were talking about, older white men, and the fact that I could bridge to all of those different demographics, that was real special to me.
Maybe we're gonna get to another story. So a lot of people always ask, Akil, how did you get this podcast?
Man,
what made you get here? You are looking at, ladies and gentlemen, the person. If it was for this man right here, I promise you, I would not be in this building. I would not have this podcast. Hell, I probably never went to TSU.
Man.
So we're gonna backtrack and rewind flashback to December of 2013.
Man, it was around this time.
It was around that 4-year anniversary, bro. Oh, baby. Hey, 4-year anniversary, though. So this is how it happened. All right. Crazy. So I'm at one of my best friend's house party. So I'm there.
Who was it, by the way? Because I don't even know.
Remember Crystal?
It was
Davis.
I didn't know her. Somebody invited. Yeah,
exactly.
It's crazy that I was there.
So I seen you back before in the past, but we never really just talked like that. We just crossed paths playing basketball.
Play ball at the Y.
Yeah, splashing in your eye every time.
Nope, let's not say that. First of all, let's clear that up as well. That's a basketball reference. Before we go any further, right? Let's pause that one. Just take it back a couple steps, sir.
Right. So we at the party, and I said, Theo, you here, bro? How you know about this party? He's like, bro, I just heard about it.
Man.
So then that was our first time talking since we was in high school playing ball. So I said, man, what you been up to, dog? Because this at this time when I'm at HCC, still trying to play ball. Still trying to play ball. So I'm like, bro, what you been up to? Man, I'm in Hampton, man. I'm doing stuff for NBC. Mm-hmm. I'm covering the Wizards. I said, damn, you don't know how you get into. I was intrigued. I was like, man, how you get into all this? So then you was like, man, you told the rest of the story. So I said, man, I'm interested. That's when you had the blog, Elite Insiders.
Yeah, EliteInsiders.com.
So there was a bunch of y'all from Hampton, Howard, and all that. Mm-hmm. And I'm just at ACC. I said, bro, I really want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure your reaction was like, okay, I'm going to give him the email, but he probably ain't going to do it.
Bro, nobody ever does it. And that's the thing. Like, you weren't, like, I've met many people or reconnected with many people and had similar conversations, and they never follow up.
Yeah.
Or they'll follow up and they'll just want me to do things for them and never take any kind of action.
Yeah.
And the difference between you and many of the other people I met, especially at that juncture in life, we were still in college, still kind of young, was that you
I was 20.
Followed up. Yeah, like we were some young bucks. Like I really was like, I was at a party kicking it and stuff. I'm talking to you. I'm like, this dude ain't gonna hit me back.
Exactly.
Like,
so then we fast forward to January, because I hated writing. I hate writing. I used to hate essays and everything in school. But I love sports. Sports was always my number one passion. Talking about it, playing it, and all that. Mm-hmm. So you say, hey, email the article. In your head, you're probably like, man, this shit, it's not all that.
Yeah, that first one was a little rough.
It was a little rough. You know what I'm saying? It's the first one. So then the second one is wrote the AP. I had the theory of AP going to the Texans.
Yeah.
So the thing about my stories was always some theories type of thing.
Mm-hmm. You had
AP going to the Texans.
AP to the Texans. You had what if Jordan didn't retire? The Rockets would have still won one of those.
I had a bunch of what if articles, which is pretty interesting. That was the most viewed.
Yeah,
so we're going to get to that one. So I didn't take it serious. So that when I seen that, when you hit me up that one day, I was like, man, this got a lot of views. Mm-hmm. I said, all right, I'm going to take this journalism thing quite a bit more serious. Mm-hmm. So then, ever since then, got to TSU. And I would be hitting you up every time I wrote an article and say, hey, I got this article. What you think? It was like some on a mentorship type of level.
Yeah, for sure.
I still look at you right now as a mentor, even though we're the same age.
For sure, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's to a point like, all right, I'm going to go to TSU. Nobody's doing journalism like that. Mm-hmm. Let me take advantage since it's a wide open lane. TSU come, NABJ. TSU didn't tell me about NABJ.
Right.
You told me about it.
Yeah.
Ever since then, NABJ has been something I've been looking forward to every year.
And that's another thing, like, speaking of the National Association of Black Journalists, and the conference we have every year around August.
Around my birthday week, actually.
Around your birthday, August 5th, right?
Yep.
What's up,
there you
man?
go. Hey,
what's up, dog?
You on fire, baby. What it is, dog, for sure.
Like, that ain't my bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Man.
So we got the conference every year, and it's another thing. Like, I tell people, like, look, if you really want to put yourself in a position to not only be able to expand what you're doing in journalism, but also meet the kind of people you need to meet.
Yeah.
So you can be inspired by them. You can pick up mentors there. You can even like find out like, oh, yo, these people doing it big. I need to change the way I'm doing things. And NABJ is the place to do it at. I've told several people to go. People get excuses. I can't make it out that week.
Don't have enough money.
Don't got money.
Scared to fly.
That's too far. I don't want to go to Detroit. I don't want to go to New Orleans. All right, cool. You did. And I remember when I told you what, it was like
it was going into 2015 because that was the Minneapolis one.
Yeah, and it was nobody wanted to go to people that love NABJ didn't want to go to Minneapolis. Yeah. And you picked up in January or February when it was the most expensive to go.
Yeah.
You bought a flight, you bought convention price to get in there and
you told me, you was like, man, I said, dog, this is live. Like, this is what I want to go to.
And the experience was crazy, man. The people we met.
Everybody. I tell everybody now. I'm like in your position now.
Yeah.
I'm advising people. I'm mentoring people.
You know what's
do
crazy?
These things.
I talked to Tobias, bro. You know, you talked to a cat named Tobias recently. Went to Dulles.
He go to Tech?
Go to Tech.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I talked to him like a little bit after you talked to him.
For real?
He was like, man, this guy like from Houston, like he went to TSU, he doing this thing at ESPN. I'm like, oh, dang.
Yeah, he already know. It's now to a point where like you hear ESPN, you think of my name now and stuff.
Akil.
That's crazy.
So yeah, I talked to Tobias. Tobias I've been working with, man. I've been mentoring a little bit too. So
I'm
glad that
going too.
Yeah.
I told him about Cameron Wolf, who's doing this thing with ESPN as well, writing for the Titans.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy how like it's a butterfly effect because if I never would have ran across from you 4 years ago, a lot of things never would have took place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And vice versa for real too, because the kind of when you come into Minneapolis with me and me introducing you to certain people and you meeting people through NABJ and us combining our networks over the past few years, like it's been mutually beneficial.
It's for real.
And it's crazy, like not only is it that we met at a party that I wasn't supposed to be at because I don't know.
It was an accident.
The fact that something like actually manifested out of that. Like that conversation actually happened. I didn't just blow it off. Like you followed up and then you actually pursued it. And now you sitting in the seat, you're sitting in the day, and like I'm just like, dang, that's my dog. Like
for sure.
I just flew in today on my vacation. This is my first day of vacation.
First day out.
And you know I had to stop first.
For sure, dog. And that's what it is. It's the chemistry. It's the bond, dog. Cause we have the same thing in common. You know, we in that same D League group.
Is it?
And it's just like, dog, everybody's like doing something. Yeah. That's why I have this idea like down the road. Once I get to be like this number one radio host guy, that I have this vision. The people, because you don't see shows that's sports, entertainment, music that's syndicated. You see podcasts like that, but you don't see like shows. The idea with the people I know, it's possible that I could have a show where it's like, okay, 3-hour show. I have an hour full of sports hot takes. Bring on people like you, Cam, just people like that's in the sports field.
Giannis type 10. Giannis top 10. I want to flip that in. I said that last year. We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Then flip on the entertainment, then music. 3-hour show because of the connections. That D League, it's a bunch of young millennials in that group that we just gonna be. That's just the future in every part of the country.
Ain't nothing but potential in it too. It's the crazy thing. Like people already eating in there. And we ain't got nothing but time to continue to do that. Think about 15 years from now, we're going to be what, around 40?
40 years old.
That's still, you still making moves.
You still your prime, yeah.
Like,
no,
we 15 years out from that.
It's a point, it's going to get to a part where all of us could be six figures. About 40.
Yeah,
for sure.
Easily by 40, I expect us all to be.
And we all going to be probably on a yacht one day, just looking back at life, dog. Oh, you got one more 30? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know I'm gonna be with Monster. They're gonna be sponsoring. I'm gonna be sponsoring them, I guess, by then. Or they'll be sponsoring me. I'll be endorsing. So, speaking into existence. Look. Oh, okay. You gonna be with them?
We already know. Hey, we got we got plans right now, baby. Shout out to Bad Boy. Shout out to Combs, Diddy, Mulan in the building. Happy birthday! Happy early birthday! Hey. We got some cooking right here.
French vanilla, that's something new.
Oh, that's my red cup right now. If you ain't know,
I ain't know that.
You know what I'm saying? You can't hear that though.
Keep the interview going.
all right, I don't play. See, this what happens. See, when you get friends in the podcast, it's different.
It's different.
It's like having your friend in the classroom.
Yeah.
First day of school, like, all right, who's in this classroom? Oh, you in here? Oh, we gonna go fool in here.
We gonna kick.
See, this is my first time drinking on the set. You know what I'm saying? People gonna actually know.
Get comfortable.
You gotta get comfortable. So we gonna shift gear. We gonna get all the sentimental stuff out the way.
Yeah.
But before we switch, what's the one advice you give to people that's aspiring journalists? Either they could be in their 20s, teens, hell, 30s. What's your one advice? People that want to be anchored since you in that field.
Yeah, I say the number one thing is if you're an aspiring journalist, especially at this age, you gotta have, and people are already saying it, you gotta have a digital brand.
Yeah.
You got to have some kind of following or build a following, have a niche to where you're able to have a brand that's recognizable because that's the easiest thing to sell. Like Mia Khalifa got a show on
Horrible.
on what was it? What's she with?
Complex.
Is it Complex?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mia. Like
Horrible.
people,
Out of bounds.
It's bad. It's bad. But I'm just saying, like people are able to leverage that, like in a DJ Academics type feel. How he kind of played it up. You start on your own. You build your own digital brand. You're able to kind of venture out. But number two, I would say you consume the most amount of media that you want to convey, that you want to work in. Consume as much of that as possible.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a sports anchor. I watched a lot of different, not just ESPN, but local sportscasts. And I would go to different local sports websites and watch some of the stories that they do and the way they turn things. Like, if you want to be a writer, you got to go out and you got to read writers that are actually doing what you want to do because there's nothing new under the sun.
Yeah.
And trying to start from scratch and think that, okay, I'll be the next Stephen A. Smith or the next Michael
you get that all the
Wilbon.
time. I get that all the time too.
Yeah, and it's
but people,
you got to start. You got to, if you really want to be the next that guy, then you have to figure out what it was that they did, be inspired by something that he did, blend it with a little Bill Simmons, get some John Saunders, like switch it up. You know what I'm saying, and be able to put your own spin on it. But you gotta learn from the people that already paved the way. Why would you start from scratch when there's so much out there for you to learn from?
And that's how it is with me for the radio side too. Because it's still journalism. You got different aspects of journalism. You have anchors, you have writers, reporters, radio. And radio is almost a lost art. But I look at people in radio, not even just sports. I look at Kyle Hurd, I look at Ebron, Hot 97, I look at Rosenberg, I look at Charlamagne, I look at everybody and try to mold them into one. Because it's like watching, when you hear interviews with NBA players, they say they watch film on, when you hear Michael, he watched film on Dr. J, George Gervin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? LeBron, Kobe, the same
You work
way.
out the summer with Akeem, get the footwork down. You know what I'm saying?
And
you
that's
take
how
the
it
away
is.
from Jordan. Like, you got to.
Exactly. And me being here, I hear these sports. I hear the sports shows here. And I just take a little bit of what they say and how they format their shows and try to take the best from them and make me the best person I can be. You know what I'm saying? Because you get a lot of people out here who want to be like Stephen A.
Yeah.
I want to have a show like First Take. Why do I have a show like First Take? It's just that's the most basic show you can have. A moderator, people talk topics. Go, just talk.
Yeah.
And people lose that.
Yeah.
People just watch that on TV and they like, I can do that. That stuff is hard.
It's rough.
You know how much pressure they have on TV to they could say one slip up, bam, they getting roasted on Twitter or something.
Easily.
You lose your fan base just like that. Hell, you seen Complex lost almost 1 million subscribers ever since Joe Budden left.
They cut Joe Budden out thinking they thought it was sweet.
Man, it's crazy. I just unsubscribed to them yesterday.
You followed it? Hey, bro, I feel so bad for Complex because I was reading somewhere like they had never had negative subscribers in a day, and ever since they cut Budden, they've had negative subscribers like every day.
They had, the female rapper Rhapsody? She had one of the best albums this year.
Ooh, I'm asleep.
She was a guest on Everyday Struggle.
Yeah.
I clicked on that video just to see how many likes or dislikes it was. 500 likes, 6,000 dislikes.
Oh, my God.
I seen the comments. Rhapsody, I love you. I love your album, Layla's Wisdom. But we disliking it just for Complex, not you.
Oh, man.
So all the dislikes are going towards Complex.
That's crazy.
You know how crazy that is?
That's
Then
crazy.
you have a show of Out of Bounds. I'm not trying to blast Complex by no any means. But
Boy, you're not doing a good job of it.
but it's just like, yo, like we talk about Mia Khalifa.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you this: do you feel like it's almost a disrespect of how people look at? You know what I'm saying? You see Mia Khalifa talking about sports.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's a disrespect to the journalism world because this is our work, this is our art?
It's tough. I think that's the toughest part about our art is being what we're doing as journalists today is being infiltrated by so many different arenas, not just the Mia Khalifas of the world, but just people on Twitter. Like anybody like Dante, he could just start up on Twitter today, start making funny commentary, and people start following him, and now people may look to him as a source.
You get on a sports center or something.
Yeah, like and maybe even if he doesn't get to that level, he can have he's stealing from the attention of legitimate sources. Yeah, and put it to you this way. My little brother is 15 years old. He doesn't watch SportsCenter. He doesn't go to ESPN.com. He watches most of what he's doing, especially with sports news, off YouTube. With these crazy dudes who sit here and have highlights and they're just yelling weird stuff. And I try to watch it with. I'm like, yo, it's ridiculous to me, but that's the way like the younger generation is starting to.
It's a microwave era.
It's crazy.
It's microwave.
But so many people can get into it. That's what makes it tough. It's so many people are stealing from the audience, and there's only so much attention in the world, especially when everybody's attention span is that.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna ask you this one more question before we get to sports.
Yeah.
How you feel about fake journalism? What I mean by that, well, I know we're in the same area. We talking about it now, but I don't know how it is out in Albany or in Georgia, period, but out here there's a lot of fake journalism. What I mean by that, people go get a camera person, tell somebody to hold this camera, or get them buy a microphone, order a logo, and put on their microphone, and go to events, but then just talk. Just interview random people to me because they think it's journalism, but they're not putting there's nothing else outside of that.
To me, it's like this. It's like if you're doing that and you're making it and you're trying to be legitimate about it. You're trying to like, let's say you don't have the backing of a brand, like you aren't blessed enough to have the ESPN or the NBC Sports or whatever, and you're just out there trying to hustle and get your own brand online, digital. I rock with that. Now, if you're making a mockery of the industry and you're like you said, slapping a logo on something and trying to jump into events and just to kind of get free entry or look cool, then I don't like that because to me it's about, you're kind of getting in the way of the media and you're also stealing a spot of somebody that could be trying to make something serious happen. You know, so it just depends on what your intentions are because it's a lot of dudes these days who want to get press passes just so they can look like they're, you know, it's more of a flex thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a disrespect towards me too. I look at it on social media all the time. It's like, yo, like you're not a real journalist.
If you're not
real, like how did you claim your place in this event? You're not doing anything with it. Like who gave you permission to be here? Who allowed you access?
Yeah,
you know, so I see this all the time. I don't know how it is in Albany. But
yeah, in Albany less so. Houston's a huge city, so I'm sure they're doing a lot more.
People. It's bad out here.
Yeah,
it's bad out here. But no, we're gonna get to this sports talk.
Let's get into it.
We're gonna get to this NFL.
Let's talk sports.
Let's talk. There you go.
Let's talk sports.
There you go. So we're gonna get to this NFL. You know, playoffs arriving. You know, first of all, the Texans. Deshaun Watson. When he got hurt, it looked like it's like one of your family friends got shot and got killed or something.
You know what's crazy to me? The uniformity of all of America when Deshaun Watson got hurt. It wasn't a situation where just the Texans fan base or Houston residents were hurt. The whole nation was shook when Deshaun Watson got hurt, and because everybody loved the guy.
Yeah, and he was great. And the Texans in this city when you was in Georgia. Yeah, and back to the restroom.
Yeah, let me turn.
Oh, okay. So it's when you go out,
look commercial break.
Yeah, look. I cut that out.
All right.
Yeah. So was like, Houston. So he wasn't in Houston when everything was going on with the World Series and everything. We literally just won the World Series.
It was like what? It was the World Series. Yeah, they won it. They won it all.
Yeah, the day after.
And Deshaun Watson's.
I'm at home chilling. I'm trying to recover from last night because I was downtown when that happened.
About that.
So I'm at home chilling. I get a Bleacher Report notification. Breaking news. I said, oh shit. Deshaun Watson, probably tore his ACL. I said,
I didn't even believe it because I'm like, first of all, it was like a practice day.
It
was like midweek, and I was really confused just because I'm just like, all right, this didn't happen in the game. Like, it just seems so out of nowhere, bro.
But you know my theory. You know, I'm a conspiracy guy.
What you got?
So our boy, shout out to Combs, Diddy, Mulan, happy early.
That's three. I'm counting all of them. They owe you some money.
Yo, I believe it was a sports guides. They had a meeting.
Okay.
The owners, the sports Illuminati, sat down with the owner from the Astros, said, look, I see y'all got this World Series about to strap this up in the 9th inning. You got that old boy, Deshaun Watson. He's playing good right now for the Texans. So they don't want Houston to have all the championships. And they see the Rockets doing some work right now.
Okay. Well, they didn't see the Rockets doing work yet. But maybe if they the guys, they knew it was going to happen.
If they say, look, Astros won the World Series. If you want this World Series, you got to give it to Deshaun Watson. So Houston's looking like, okay, hold on. We never had no World Series. They had like a huddle like, okay, guys, we got this World Series in the bag. Do you think we just give it to Deshaun Watson? It's his rookie season. He could come back.
Oh,
my
goodness.
ACL injury before. So you got a deal. They shook hands on it. Next day, ACL out for the season. You know what? It might not be no ACL, and they probably just sat him out. Sacrificial lamb, dog.
Man,
sports guys talk. Sports Illuminati.
If that happened to Deshaun, I'm sorry you had to sit the season.
Yeah, he had to be the sacrificial lamb, dog.
I'm sorry. I doubt it. I want to go.
My theory.
I want to go on record because I don't want this to get clipped out. Me doubting it. I want me doubting to be in this clip. I doubt it, but if if it did happen to you like that, Deshaun, I'm sorry.
Nah, but real talk, it was bad though. It was pretty sad in the city.
That was rough, man. That was a
It's
rough
like
day.
watching it's like the gap what you seen with the Texans when they had Watson.
It's so different, man.
And then now, you know,
He was rookie of the year, and what's crazy about that was like it seemed like just 2 or 3 days ago, before it happened, they were just like everybody was on ESPN, NFL Nation. Hand him the rookie of the year trophy. Give it to him now.
Oh, yeah.
And I kept hearing, barring any kind of industry, injury, give him the rookie of the year trophy. And I'm like, man, like literally 3 days later, after all of that hype, after all of the blessings people was giving to him, like.
ACL. But it's crazy in the field. You see all these ACLs. Carson Wentz. Can you imagine how Philly feel right now?
It's rough.
Carson Wentz went down.
Yeah.
ACL.
I'm a Panthers fan, so
But it's like, dog.
yeah, it's rough.
It's like, come on, man. Like this was a bad year for injuries for the NFL.
Oh, it's everybody. J.J. Watt,
Odell,
Marcellus, who's the
Whitney Merciless,
Whitney Merciless? Yeah, I almost said Marcellus Wiley.
Marcellus Wiley.
But Odell, Aaron Rodgers, across the board.
Yeah,
There was
Dalvin
a few
Cook
more.
from the Vikings.
Who was the cornerback that? Richard Sherman,
Dalvin
Cook.
Earl Cam Chancellor.
Cam Chancellor.
It's just to a point. It's just a bad year for injuries for the NFL, and it's like this the post Kaepernick era. This the first season of the post Kaepernick era.
Yeah.
And everything that's going on. So it's like, damn, like
The NFL has been looking ugly this
it's
year.
about to get that gray cloud, like how the MLB had that gray cloud for a bit. So I'm gonna ask you this: who Super Bowl pick? Who you got? Who you got? Patriots going back?
I think, especially now that they grabbed James Harrison. Not that he's going to be a big difference maker, but I'm saying who do they have to get out? Who they got to beat to get out of the AFC? They got to beat the Steelers. That's
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna ask you a better question. Who's the biggest threat to New England?
The Steelers. And they have the guy that knows that's been in the Steelers organization for the past 12 years. And who's a good pass rusher. They're actually going to use James Harrison. He wasn't just an addition. Like they're going to utilize him
and watch him look like a Pro Bowler again.
I'm saying because he's pissed, and that dude is built like a machine,
soul
a weapon
brother,
of mass
dog.
destruction.
Man, that dude was built like a true soul brother. Soul brother, dog. That's who he's built. That's what he's built
Hey,
like.
for real.
And he's 39. He look like Ving Rhames.
Hey man, that's a big dude. Him and Tom about to go to the Super Bowl, but I think them. I want to say. I'm a Carolina Panthers fan, so my heart wants to say the Panthers, but I just know. With the weapons Cam got on the outside,
Can you trust him?
Devin Funches, like, how much can I trust him?
If they go to Minnesota, they getting beat. Just I can't trust those receivers.
No,
against
to be
Minnesota
honest,
defense.
Minnesota we can beat because first of all we already got them. We already got Minnesota late in the season while they were good. Case Keenum ain't gonna hold up against our defense 4 quarters, and that's what happened.
It'll be a trip. Week 17 if Case Keenum don't play because they got the number 1 seed. I locked up. I think.
Yeah.
What if Bridgewater comes out and show out Week 17? Like throw for 300.
It's over with. Bridgewater's not playing. But as for the Super Bowl picks, I'm gonna go Patriots versus the Seahawks.
The NFC is so tough.
NFC's so wide open. It's gonna come down to some field goals.
I got Saints.
I like the Saints.
I'm gonna tell you why I got the Saints in the NFC because
One
you look
word,
at the 1 through 6.
Alvin. That's it.
It's not even just that too. But I'm looking at the NFC. Outside of Cam Newton, the experience with the quarterback and coaches. Let's look at Minnesota. Greg Zimmer, Case Keenum. Can I trust him in the playoffs? No.
Definitely not.
Matt Ryan and
No.
After what I just seen in the Super Bowl this year, no, I don't trust
what
him.
I just seen in the regular season this year. No, Matt.
Rams. I like Todd Gurley to run his own. Ooh. It's scary,
He's cold.
but Sean McVay, Jared Goff, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we got the Eagles, and I love the Eagles. Doug Peterson and Nick Foles.
Nick Foles ain't gonna cut it. Nick.
So I'm looking at the Saints, Sean Payne and Drew Brees. That's the only one.
They got the running game. They got the offensive line. They got
defense coming
experienced
along.
quarterback. Their defense has actually been good this year.
This defense is just as bad as the 09.
Yeah, like they have the full package. They should be the favorites in the NFC.
For sure. But people right now saying the Rams because of what Todd Gurley's doing.
Yeah.
So it's tough. But I'm going to throw you a curveball on the AFC. I think Jacksonville can get New England.
No. Blake Bortles is trash.
He be playing good lately. But I'm going to you say he's trash because Justin beat you in fantasy football.
First of all, if you want to go back to that, I lost that game because Ezekiel Elliott ain't get the ball on first or second down on the goal line. That's why I lost that fantasy matchup. But beyond that, Blake Bortles
Can we still say trash?
He's bad. He's not trash. He's bad though. And when he goes up against a good defense, he might get picked apart again.
Okay, is it too late to put the 49ers in my 6th seed?
It's over with. I wish we could.
NFL is
in the
lucky.
NFC, man. God.
The NFC is lucky that Garoppolo just now got to the 49ers.
Sure.
Because he was there week 1.
The Patriots knew that was going to happen, though. The Patriots knew what it was.
I think they made a mistake.
Yeah. Jacksonville.
I'm going to throw you this one. Cleveland. In five years, when you get so much, it's like the Sixers. I'm going to tell you why. It's like the Sixers. And I predicted it. I said when the Sixers was getting one, because they released their GM and everybody.
It's a poorly run franchise. First of all, the GM was from Hampton University, so the fact that they released my guy, I'm rooting against the franchise.
Well, he wasn't doing a good job from Hampton.
He was. This is the thing. He had a future. He's like Sam Hinkie. He's the sacrificial lamb. He put things in place, and now they're going to succeed afterwards because of what he did. All of the draft picks he stored up, the young players he put in position. So we'll see.
But like I said, I got Jacksonville can possibly go to New England and get the Patriots only because of their defense.
That defense is crazy. Jalen Ramsey, as sassy as he is, the dude is cold.
I know. Dude is pretty sassy, but that dude is cold. Ain't nothing different than a sassy corner.
Yeah.
Man on man.
Your boy's he got a lot of pizzazz, but he cold. He lock brothers down.
So MVP of the season.
Ty Gurley. To be honest, I don't know why we're saying. You know what's crazy about Carson Wentz, and we can get to the NBA soon. I know NFL talk gets boring to people. The crazy thing about the whole Carson Wentz can't be MVP thing anymore. He's only missing 3 games. He played well in the game. He got injured, and he's gonna miss the last 3 games. If he would have missed week 2, 3, and 4, still put up the same numbers he put up this year, we would still be saying Carson Wentz for MVP. But because he's missing the last 3 games of the season, we're automatically disallowing him to win MVP.
So you got Wentz.
I'm not saying I have Wentz because recency bias is just the way that we are in sports, especially with award voting. So Wentz isn't going to win it, but it's crazy that people aren't allowing week 1 through 17 to be the whole, if he would have missed week 2 through 5, we wouldn't be having the discussion that he's completely out. People are ruling him completely out. We would still at least be saying, you know what, he finished the season strong. He had big numbers. Like his numbers are still comparable to those that are at the top right now.
So, but I think people are gonna look at it now.
Ty Gurley's the man.
What he did in Seattle, that's his quote unquote Heisman moment.
And then he followed it up the next week
with Tennessee.
And then he's gonna follow it up again. He got the 49ers. Well, the 49ers defense is tough right now, but
yeah, I know. But I ain't like that was my DraftKings fluke. I told you. I said I didn't believe in Gurley having a back-to-back. I thought it was the Seattle I thought it was more Seattle playing bad than Gurley.
Yeah.
I said I'm not gonna pick him on DraftKings. Man, that dude put up 50. That dude back doing put up 50
back-to-back on y'all boys.
You know how much money he made somebody? He won somebody $100,000 that
he
day.
put a James Harden.
Come
back-to-back 50 pieces.
Back-to-back 50 piece though. Fantasy football.
James Harden lost both of those games though.
Yeah, that's the difference.
That's the difference.
I'm still mad at James Harden until he show up in the conference finals.
We'll see.
That's all. So we can segue to basketball right now.
Yeah, let's segue to basketball. Did you see that? I'm a consummate pro. Did you see the professionalism in that transition? I wasn't even trying to do that.
Oh, one more 30.
130, man. If you're trying to be elite or maybe even a monster, you get your transition game right, man. My segues and my transit, I parlay things into other conversations like
Say
nobody
else. Say that parlay one more time.
I parlay.
There you go.
I'm like the gap. I'm like a bridge over troubled waters. I'm a monster. Look, wait. They like that. They're gonna hire. See, this is the thing. Y'all laughing at me now, but people were laughing at other people early on. Like when dude was like, the earth is
God, dude, stop.
I'm just saying. Look. Everybody get laughed at in the beginning.
Oh, Amazon got laughed at in the beginning.
When I get the monster deal, Instagram was created in the garage. I'm sure they were laughing. They said the Wright brothers would never fly. I'm gonna be sponsored by Monster.
Hey, y'all know I'm sponsoring for. We got the deals on.
We'll see. We'll see who gets this deal first. Then
y'all know who it's gonna be. Y'all know who it's gonna be. NBA.
Let's get this NBA.
Let's get this NBA. So we talking about Harden Rockets. First of all, I told you about. I'm tired of these people in Houston right now. There's 2 things I'm getting right now in Houston. Number 1, I'm getting that Houston's going to be Golden State in the conference finals to get to the championship. Wrong. That's not going to happen. Number 2, people believe that the Houston's really think you're LeBron James. Are you kidding me?
What happened right there?
Houston, LeBron, that's not going to happen. Come on.
I don't think it's going to happen. Let's not rule it out.
I'm going to tell you about Houston. I love my city. I love my city to death.
Okay.
But some of these people out here is delusional. They really believe. I remember one time when LeBron was leaving Miami, talking about he was a free agent when he left Miami, and I was listening to sports radio. Somebody called that was like, man, we get LeBron James. It's going to be just like NBC, NBA. Hakeem Olajuwon, primetime, baby. I'm like, bro, what do you get this?
Who was that guy, by the way? Was that Carl Dukes? Did you just do a Carl Dukes?
I don't know who I did. Yeah, we going to get LeBron just like Hakeem Olajuwon back in the day.
In the house that Carl Dukes built. Man. All right.
NBA, NBC, primetime, baby.
Okay.
Woo! I'm like, bro,
you killing that dude.
Come on.
That dude
really
gonna come for you.
That's what we're really going to do. We're really going to get LeBron in Houston. Like,
true. That's true.
Come on.
That's going to be tough. That's
and the thing is, they said, look, we get LeBron James. We're going to have Chris Paul and James Harden with LeBron. That's dynasty. Oh, that's dynasty, huh? Where the money going to go?
Because LeBron say he's not taking a pay cut.
He's not taking a pay cut, and Chris Paul's not.
Chris Paul's not taking a pay cut. But something I did hear, Chris Paul, because you know how they got the provision in the new CBA to where if you're 33 years old, you can still sign a 5-year deal, which before you couldn't do that. Chris Paul and LeBron orchestrated that deal. Now, Chris Paul could, and this is what I've heard. This isn't my own ideas. I don't want to act like I'm coming up with this on my own.
This is your sources.
One of my sources.
Okay. Breaking news.
Chris Paul could use that 5th year provision and then take less money up front because he'll get that 5th year and kind of make some of that money up. So maybe he takes less than the max but signs a 5-year deal. That way he's 38 years old making maybe $40 million around that time, but on the front end he's not making too much money. So if he took the haircut, LeBron James isn't taking the haircut because he doesn't want to set that standard for
So you say haircut?
a haircut.
A haircut.
Like a haircut off his money.
Oh!
Yeah, like.
You tell me fun my boy LeBron.
I wouldn't
Come
even
on, man. Time get on my boy LeBron.
That's the thing about LeBron fans. They be showing their feelings. They be ready for an insult. They be ready to box. Like,
to my haircut.
His hair looks fine right now.
You sent pun intended, huh?
Pun intended. Pun intended.
So basically, you're the GM of the Rockets.
Got you.
All right. All season. Let's just say.
What up, Daryl?
That Houston do not get past Golden State. Right. And they lose.
Not going to happen.
And Cleveland gets to the championship and win.
Cleveland
beats Golden
wins?
State.
Okay, let's just say it.
Come on, man.
Let's just say my
so
basic Cavs
Golden
fan.
State.
Disclaimer.
They beat Golden State.
Disclaimer. All right.
What do you do if LeBron James, do you really want to leave Cleveland? Because to me, I don't see him leaving Cleveland to go to the West, to Houston.
I don't know. See, the thing for me with LeBron James is obviously he doesn't know what he wants to do yet. And obviously he has the kind of power and he's built himself to the way that he can choose what he wants to do the day before or the hour before he does it.
Right.
So he has that power. If I'm LeBron James, I wouldn't leave Cleveland for the rest of my career only because of the fact that it just looks sloppy for you to be a mercenary.
Yeah.
Like, you're LeBron James. You're a mogul. This is your 15th year in the league, and you've been like nothing we've ever seen. I just tweeted the other day. I think we don't appreciate who LeBron James is.
That's why he's the greatest of all time.
He's the greatest, and just even as a human being, like the dude is crazy. He's what we need in this generation, but we don't even know it right now. I think 10, 15 years down the line when LeBron is gone, we're going to be like, bro, what did we have? Like, dude, the way he came up with the 4 horsemen with Maverick Carter and them, and the way that he's put other guys in position, and they've shook up the shoe industry. They shook up the way they do business. They started their own media company, and then he's just LeBron. And what keeps that thing, the gravy train, going is that he's in his 15th year having a career year.
He's better now than he was in year 5.
It's crazy to me, and it's like the basketball almost to me becomes almost like on the back burner just because I see all the other crazy things he's doing as a trailblazer, as a brand, and as a businessman. And then on top of that, the dude is still cold as hell. Like, he's not just good, like, in his 15th year. He's the best player in the NBA still. Kevin Durant still chasing him.
Still chasing. And do you hear this talk this week?
Goodness.
Ever since the Christmas game, they are sitting here saying KD passed LeBron. Well, technically in the NBA world, a person that's in year 9 supposed to pass
supposed
up.
to bench past him.
But the talk is like, did he pass up year 15 LeBron? That makes LeBron look even better because he's chasing a 15-year guy.
It's I think it's insane to me that we just take it for granted. Like every year we take it for granted. We just like, oh, LeBron's putting up near triple-double numbers. Dude is almost averaging 10 assists this year. Like 9.3 or so right now.
Come on.
Dude averaging like 28 points, about 8, 9 rebounds too. Like, and he's doing it, and it doesn't even look like he's trying right now.
He's going like 80%.
And he doesn't get hurt. You know how crazy it is that the dude
I'm telling people.
Dude is like,
God, I'm telling people. Shout out to them boys at Ciroc, man. Bad boys. Combs. Happy birthday week.
Man, I get worked up just thinking about, like, the dude is like, and I'm not even, like, you know me, I'm a Miami Heat fan. LeBron came and left. I'm glad for what he did for my team. He gave us 2 championships. Thank you. I don't have no animosity for him leaving. I'm not a LeBron fan, though. And I've rooted against him in all of these finals since because I don't like the Cavaliers. But LeBron James as an entity, I'm like the hugest fan in the world. Like everything the dude does, like how cerebral he is, how he is with the media, how he's so careful with his words, but also he's not scared to say certain things that are going to aggravate sections of America who are trying to make things great again. Like, it's crazy to me how he's able to do all of these things and be in Cleveland, Ohio, and still be such a great brand and be such a unifying figure. Like,
so I'm gonna ask you this: can you actually see him in Houston?
Nah, I couldn't see it happening, man. I just couldn't visualize that literally, like, unless we get on 2K. Like, it's just weird.
You know what's crazy? The game has been going. I couldn't picture Paul George in a OKC uniform.
What's the thing, though?
I couldn't picture Chris Paul in a Rockets uniform.
I couldn't see Chris Paul in a
Rockets
uniform.
So what if LeBron? Imagine him in a red jersey.
That's just weird,
I can't picture him going to Prospect Park after a game or address. I feel like he's too big for Houston. People get confused when I say that. I mean it by like this. Imagine him going to the Galleria. They have to shut down the Galleria. This isn't James Harden walking through the Galleria. This is like the president of the United States when he walks in. Hey, make way. Bruh. Like I feel like he's too big for this city. Like Cleveland accepts because that's his hometown.
Yeah.
But Miami, LA, New York, I could see that.
I could see that much more.
I can't see him going to Milwaukee.
No, definitely not.
You know,
he's not going to Philly. They can cut
Houston.
that noise as well.
I wouldn't mind if he did. I wouldn't mind him in Philly because I like Embiid and Ben Simmons.
It wouldn't work. He couldn't.
Only team I would see if I actually seen him leave will be New York.
New York City. I think he has a bigger shot of going to LA.
I don't see that no more.
Why not? I think they like LA, bro. I think they want to live in LA. I think if he's gonna leave Cleveland, he wants to live in LA.
Get bounced out in the first, second, third round every year. You know how hard it's gonna get to
win the finals. He's not gonna win the
finals. If
he
goes to the West, if he goes to the LA, that's even more work he got put on his body.
That's true.
Because look who he got to deal with. I mean, granted, he gonna bring a player with him. He
gonna bring a couple players. He gonna bring a whole team. You know how he do. He gonna plug Miami Heat players and.
But you know what's crazy? In all actuality, I don't see him leaving. I just don't. It's just talk to have. Like right now, when it's the Houston, because look at how media works.
Yeah,
and we in it, and look how it works. Beginning of the season, well, still Lonzo Ball, Lakers. That was a story that you see every day on TV and on radio.
Yeah.
The next story, Ben Simmons, runaway rookie. Oh, Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
Now, then third Mitchell was the Rockets, LeBron. They had to find something to talk about.
Yeah.
Find something to talk about because, we still in the NFL season, so you had to find something to talk about that's interesting in the NBA.
Yeah.
Anonymous sources saying is that the Rockets have a real chance to get LeBron. Yeah. Now it stirs up a conversation.
But and LeBron feeds into these things by shouting out Alonzo happy birthday, by going to the Lakers Summer League game, by posting in Madison Square Garden, I'm the king of New York. He feeds into those things.
He knows what he's doing.
He's also a genius. Like he's also like, all right, y'all ain't talked about LeBron these past couple of days. I know we losing right now. Let me drop this on you.
Yeah,
let me blow up on the Knicks.
They had him talking about the Arthur meme fist.
Draymond Green wore
how much money
Christmas
Arthur made that week when they was talking about the meme?
Bruh.
That company made just a lot of money. PBS made a lot of money.
I don't know if PBS saw any of them dividends, but sure, they got a lot more.
Arthur got some a fist. That's
Draymond Green got some shoes made with Arthur on them for that Christmas game because of LeBron.
Draymond Green works for him. The undisputed thing.
That's the thing. He got the respect of all the players in the league too. Even the players that don't like him.
How you cannot name this man the greatest of all time? I just don't understand that.
I think we just rolled LeBron way too much though. This has been like 10 minutes of LeBron talk.
But that's how it is, bro.
He deserves it.
He deserves this talk, bro. He deserves this talk.
Yeah, but it feels weird.
Honestly, I just want the Rockets too. But can you imagine the guys that's on radio right now talking about LeBron for like an hour?
Oh yeah, no, they do it. They do
exactly because there's so many things to talk about.
It's true.
But okay, we're gonna switch. I know you want to talk about your boys. I know you want to talk about your boys though, man. I know you want to talk about this playoff game, this UGA.
Oh yeah, got to talk about the UGA dog.
College ball player. Who you got? You ain't gotta be biased. People in Georgia not gonna.
Yeah, they're not gonna see this. So much to the chagrin of them.
Yeah.
UGA is not gonna win the national championship. At least in my. Even if they get through Oklahoma, which I think is very doable, because Oklahoma's defense is so suspect. Baker Mayfield. Now, if this is a one possession game late, Oklahoma's winning it because Baker Mayfield is the most special player on that field. But I say if I had to predict it, I would say Alabama's beating Clemson. I would say Georgia gets past Oklahoma. Alabama beats Clemson. We get the Georgia-Bama matchup. We thought we would get in the SEC championship, which I know people don't want to see. They don't want to see an all-SEC affair, and I think Bama takes it with the healthy linebacker.
So biased. I don't want that.
I know you don't. I don't want it. If I had it my way,
you know how boring that game is going to be?
It wouldn't be as boring as you think.
Georgia, who's the star headline in this game?
You still got Jalen Hurts. You still got really good defenses. You got
Jalen
Nick
Hurts,
Chubb.
And I'm cool with his brother, but I just think that Jalen Hurts is so limited with the Alabama system because Nick Saban's quarterbacks is not made to. I feel like Jalen Hurts can be way better.
You can't be a star in Nick Saban's offense as a quarterback.
The main players are the O line is truly ground and pound.
You got to run
defense.
it. You got to pound it. But he's a good runner too.
I got OU in Alabama.
Okay, so nobody has faith in Clemson.
Nobody has faith in Clemson. He didn't have no Deshaun Watson.
I know Kelly Bryant just ain't.
He's a freshman. I give him some time. I don't know if he's ready right
better.
now. I would be shocked if he beats Alabama.
I'd be highly shocked if Clemson beats Alabama just because of, really mainly because of the fact that they got away with one in that national championship because they had Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
I think Alabama still got a chip on their shoulder from that. The fact that Bama barely squeaked into the college football playoffs, the fact that they've had all of this rest between not having to play the SEC championship, and I started.
Oh, God. You all right?
I'm good. Oh,
okay.
He's getting worked up.
Getting congested?
Hey, I don't know, man. I don't know. But the fact that Alabama didn't have to play, they had so much rest. They got Nick Saban, who, I love Kirby Smart. I mean, not Kirby Smart, Dabo Swinney, who's also competing to be like that next top coach.
Yeah.
Kind of battling with Nick Saban. But I think you give Nick Saban all that time to prepare. You give them all that time to heal up. And they have that huge chip on their shoulder. Whereas Clemson's kind of the big dog right now. Less experienced quarterback. Big stage that Bama's been on time and time again. I got to get a tip to Bama.
To win it all.
You got Oklahoma winning it all?
I got OU. I'm going for OU. I'm pulling for OU.
Is that a location bias? Is that Big 12?
Because my team is Miami.
My team's Miami too.
Oh, you say you know what's up. We had a good season.
Yeah, we had a good one.
We got Wisconsin coming up, and we're going to beat them.
We need to pound on that.
Hey,
Big Ten.
did UT beat Missouri in Texas Bowl?
That hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't happened yet. Who you got?
In that one, I got a homie on Missouri, so I'm gonna go with Mizzou.
I'm gonna roll with UT. I think UT gonna whoop that ass.
Okay.
I only said because she went to Missouri.
Oh, what's up? What's up? Big shouts. Big shouts.
I only said that because of that.
Big shout. You know the receiver, J-Mon? Yeah. That's Mo City brother right there.
That's Mo City?
That's Mo City.
I'm trying to tell her that Mo City is stronger than A-Leaf. Way stronger.
Much stronger than the SWAT.
Way stronger.
Much stronger.
Way stronger than A-Leaf.
Are we doing that right now? Let's go.
Oh, my
I need to
God.
hop on camera or something.
Mo
We can
City
do
and
this.
A-Leaf.
We can have this battle.
No, she gonna stay behind that camera. So she ain't gonna have nothing to say about A-Leaf. So let's go down the line of Mo City people.
Because we got one hand for A-Leaf at best. Let's go.
She
got mad.
Shout out to Junior Martin though, because he A-Leaf. I give him that one. I give him that.
Box me, dog. What's up?
All right,
Okay.
they got Martez and Michael Bennett.
Okay.
They get that.
Dang, that's cold.
But we got Travis Scott.
Yeah, Travis Scott.
I don't know.
People know what Mo City is worldwide now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm on a Mo City trip.
Mo City trip right now. People rapping about Mo City don't even know. Speaking of Mo City, I got a Ciroc.
Happy birthday.
We got Trav. Like Trav is like right now is just. I mean, he multicultural in the jump.
For sure.
Rock star.
So I'm gonna tell you this though. All right, we're gonna look at NFL draft. NFL draft. Last topic.
Gotcha.
Because I'm hearing this talk about Darnold and Rosen.
Right.
My belief is that I think Darnold gonna stay one more.
Really?
I think so.
Why would he do that to himself?
I don't know. Why would he come out right now? I mean, I know.
You
People
don't want
think
to
he's
get banged up some more. I mean, you take that money. He's gonna get drafted top 10. He don't want to go to the Browns.
People saying top 2. I don't believe top 2.
Top
I'm looking
10.
at the draft order right now. I don't.
Top 10.
Top 10.
He might get drafted first.
I don't see any. Look. See, my favorite quarterback coming. I like Baker Mayfield in this draft over Donald and Rosen.
Darnold, Rosen, and then was Josh Allen. I think the Wyoming kid. I don't like any of these. First of all, we just give way too much respect, credit, and promise to these dudes who haven't done anything. Like,
haven't done anything.
It used to be like you had to have at least an average collegiate career. These dudes are trash in college, and these guys are like, well, I like his arm strength. He's 6'5", stands tall in the pocket. I'm like, dude.
Oh my God, that was a good voice. Do that one more time.
6'5", stands tall in the pocket. You saw that? Did you see that?
Oh, dude. Okay, analyze Josh Rosen. Analyze Josh Rosen.
I'm not doing this. I can't analyze Josh Rosen because he's trash in college, just like the rest of them, bro. I'm to be honest, I'm just gonna wait it out and see what happens. Like when it comes to NFL draft talk with these quarterbacks, like the fact that y'all are spewing so much disrespect on Lamar Jackson for one.
People sleep. Dog.
I think he's gonna be good.
I think because he fits the new system of how the NFL is.
And it's crazy. Like, why are we forgetting that? Like, why are we acting like that's not an attribute? Why are we? And he had better passing statistics than all these other quarterbacks. Sure, he was inaccurate with certain balls. Maybe you don't like how tall he is.
They just say about Deshaun Watson. He don't have good arm strength. Man, that dude flinging that ball 60 yards to Will Fuller and Hopkins.
You know what it is. You know why they don't believe in Lamar Jackson.
We know what it is.
We know why. They want him to be a receiver. Golly. What did we do? Do it again?
For the race.
Yeah.
They know why. They know they want to say that.
Yeah, that.
They know.
Whatever this means, yeah. Stop doing that to my boy.
Come on, man. Like Lamar Jackson. He's really. I don't know if he's coming out this year. I think he should.
Yeah.
But I like if he doesn't come out, I like Baker Mayfield, and I like Baker Mayfield to the Giants.
That'd be interesting. He's the character that would embrace New York.
He fits New York. Odell Beckham, Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield has not gonna say a hothead.
Who's the coach of the Giants?
Nobody. The interim now because McAdoo's about to get. He's
McAdoo's gone, and they have an interim. So I'm guessing. I was gonna say I wonder what kind of system they'll run up there because I would like Baker Mayfield or Lamar Jackson.
Baker Mayfield, Odell Beckham.
I mean, look, man, I'm sold.
And then I say they need a running back in the Giants too.
They ain't got nobody. What they got? Wayne.
Last good running back they had was Brandon Jacobs. How long ago was that?
We'll see. We'll see what the Giants do. I don't like too much Giants talk because that organization pissed me off this year.
Texans talk, baby.
Texans talk.
We ain't got no first round pick. We don't have no first round
All
pick.
Right,
so.
Panthers talk.
I don't know why you such a Panthers fan. I can't imagine if NABJ was in Charlotte one day. One year.
Ooh, man. I need that. Because I haven't even really experienced Charlotte as a grown man.
I haven't either. So you experienced when you was a kid?
I just experienced it like in passing as a kid, yeah.
You was in Charlotte?
In Charlotte. I didn't live there. I just experienced it.
How old
I
was
just
you?
went there. Several different ages. I had family that lived in Raleigh. So we would just go, yeah. My ATL Nora. What's up, ATL Nora? Uncle Mel.
I never knew that.
Well, I didn't live there. I just
know. I just never knew you were on vacation there.
You never knew I visited North Carolina?
Knew.
You never knew
we
that
never
I
had
did
that
that
talk before.
At like
vacation.
You know what? We should have more vacation talk.
Yeah, we should.
Change the podcast up.
We should. All right, one more 30 before we get out of here. One more 30.
Oh, another 30?
Yeah, one more 30 before we get out of here.
We
got to try to get these.
They got to
get
pay
sponsorships.
Me. This is the thing. This is where you messed up with Ciroc. You gave him way too many commercials. Monster, I'm done until you pay me. I just give you a preview. The rest ain't free.
I haven't really said anything I really wanted to say about Ciroc.
You got something up your sleeve?
No, I really don't.
You holding back so they pay you?
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah.
All right. Any last words? What's up? Shout outs. Any advice? What's up? What you got?
Last words. I do want to say I'm very proud. I'm very proud. I'm very inspired. And I'm glad that you're in the position you are now and doing what you're doing with ESPN Radio, with the backing of the brand, as well as the hustle that you're doing.
Yeah.
And I want to give shout outs to the people that are working it. You know what I'm saying? We got young Mike producing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There we go.
We got Dante. we got A-Leaf's finest, Tann. Woo! You feel me?
Yeah.
And then we got, of course, who we have as the number one publicist out of Mizzou. You know what I'm saying? Of course, that's who we have. Starts with an A. Starts with an A. Where are we at? Let's do it. You say it.
What's her name?
3, 2, 1.
Say
it again. You ever say it?
You gave the shout out.
I thought we was gonna Arias. Arias. Like the sign, right?
What?
That's not it?
The sign is Aries.
And your Arias? Well, that is a beautiful name. A little twist. And you know what else has a little twist on it?
What do? Oh.
Monster Energy. I told you I wasn't gonna give you one more. I gave you one more. Give me a sponsorship.
What's your motto? What's the motto?
The motto for Monster?
Yeah.
A little twist.
Look.
little twist. All right, but yeah. So what's up? That was my last little shout out. Oh, give it to him.
Shout out to everybody.
That bottle keeps getting lower and lower.
It is. It is.
What's happening?
Yo, drink responsibly. You put a little twist in this Monster. Put a little dab in it.
Ooh.
Ice tray game.
Yeah.
You know what it is. Real deal with Akil.
Yeah.
Shot 28. We gone. Theo.
Yeah.
We done.